50 ducats is in order. Maybe that'll help. That's the hope. Pay off your debt, Mamluks. Is this where they do just build up an army instead? Oh, jings, they're gonna ruin me. It's like I'm really playing EU3. Yeah, the real joke would be if they then went on to break my alliance and declare war on me. Jake, you could use a dip rep advisor. Interestingly enough, I never considered that, but does that help in this? I forget. Between playing so many different games... Ah, yeah, jings, it would be the cheaper option as well. Instead of paying off all their debt. Just hire this guy. Oh well, if they don't pay off at the turn of this month, that's what I'll do. Should use this time in assembling my army as well, because Bukhara's not going to make things easy for me, are they? Yeah, go figure. Okay. All of you, just get together here. There's plenty of supply limit. These folks will have to chew through my land and my forts. And then, did I decide who I would punch more? Was it going to be Bukhara or Ardal? Probably Bukhara. That makes more sense to me. Baluchistan I don't need much out of, and I probably won't because my aggressive expansion is already through the roof. When I chew what I'm going to chew out of Bukhara, it's going to make a lot of people very upset. So we'll just hire you instead. And there we go. Good thing prepare for war is there. So Adal, you'll have to go down, there's no question about that. And this is just going to be holy war. Adal, Chagatai, Mongolia, Baluchistan, that's all fine. Let's do it, why not? My vassals will probably build up a bit, so they will get a touch more liberty desire against me. But I still want better spy networks. Is it worth my time doing something about Adal? For example, if I just move into those mountains, they might have a hard time taking me down, but I don't know how much of that is Adalian. 13, 20, 24k, I could not take them on with 9k even with my technological advantage. Here's what a loser would say, and they'd be right as well, so let's not tempt fate in that regard. The Mamluks can still march down and destroy them, so... Question is where to focus, because if I focus on Adal and kick them out of the war nice and swiftly, then it means all of our enemies are on one side and the Mamluks can just shunt their way over there. Numbers-wise, we don't have that great an advantage. And we haven't seen the Ottomans and Mamluks fight together in a war for so long, it's almost heartwarming. Oh nice, Kaffa is going to be causing some havoc for the enemy. So maybe we will jump on this fort and see what happens. Probably also start building a spy network inside Bukhara. So here's our mighty army. It is actually fairly mighty. Could do with a general, although I might ask my noble friends for one. How are the nobility with us? They could even give us a touch of that. I think this is worth it. Again, even more influence. 40, 50, 60, 77. But it'll only last 10 years, and the current minus 10% lasts for, okay, 1 year. And then the other things won't last for so long. Yeah, I'll see what they can offer me. And then I might as well take that military support, because I love it. See, sometimes everything just works out. You just need to believe, have a bit of faith. So I like the fact that they're concentrating so heavily on the Mamluks over there. Question is, what can I do? I can use these troops to absolutely ram Baluchistan out of this war. Taking their capital might just be enough to scare them off. Might, it also might not. As I said before, once I get to this point I get very sloppy with how I play the game. Also, didn't I have money once? Curse you, Mamluk. The enemy has a larger fleet than I can really deal with. There go the Bukharans. The Baluchis. Ah, they're all just going down. Might be an idea to trounce on them whilst they're still split up like this. But I gotta keep in mind that tearing... oh dear, this could be me wandering right into a trap. Oh, that's sad. I have a policy about loans. Hey merchants, could you back me up a bit here? Cheers, guys. Didn't look like a mountainous province when I walked face first into this. Like I said, sloppy. So, almost as expected, defeated on the Ardalan front. That is rather nice though, Zaranji. Despite having religious zeal for the next 5 years, have decided, yes, we will see the Zoroastrian light, even under occupation. Good guy. It's not a loan if you don't pay it back. Oh, that's right, I still have my Diplo rep guy who I really don't need. Switch him out, save a bit of money. Well, for a swift expenditure of money. Alright, so they're rather flooding in here. Thankfully the Caffins are on the case bringing out the Adals. At least so the hope goes. Oh, Adal is on a rampage here. They got a 6-shock general, so all becomes clear. So my question is, Adal, how do I get you out swiftly? I still want you there. I guess you are the least important one to do right now. So taking you out is going to be a bit of a pain. But thankfully we're already on the case on your capital, and there's a 2 siege with 5 artillery Caffin stack, which is taking good care of you. I just have to hope you don't return home with that 6-shock, it could cause me a touch of trouble. And in come the enemy. I'm surprised Delhi haven't contributed a stack or 2 here. Oh well. Nice 0 manpower, Jings. I didn't even notice that now, did I? Perhaps I should get you guys merged together. Hope that doesn't turn all my vassals against me, you know, like the Ottomans, who are already pretty against me. If I'm going to hold out somewhere, it should probably be mountainous. Yeah, they fairly surround me here. Oh well. Leave it to the events to save me from myself. So Bukhara still boasting Tech 11, as are Adal. Let's hope that remains the way. This is less than glorious play from me, but that's okay. When in doubt, just mop up what I can. Jake, you need to remove Naj. The name placement is an affront to the gods. Channel your inner 40-year war. Nah, it's fine. I mean, look at these numbers. We might be outnumbered, but you can never be outgunned. Then again, they are marching back with their 6-shock stack. As long as Kaffa remain on par with them, that should be okay, and the Mamluks just need to pull their finger out up north. Good old Bukhara, they always step in like this. A bit of a hope is that Muscovy decides that now is the time to strike Bukhara, but we'll see how well that goes. Whilst what I do is always seek out my 10-to-1s. This is not a 10-to-1, but it might as well be. Down you go. And I don't have to press that advantage because we've got a fort in the adjacent area. So I would like to slip pack and take care of these pesky Baluchistanis. Oh dear, what happened to you? You dropped your attempt on the enemy capital, which is the opposite of good news for me. Maybe they could sense all these guys coming. It's alright, I prefer my wars more interesting like this, or at least that's what I will be saying for this situation. Let's keep you guys merged together because manpower was something I once had. I'm also keeping an eye on that, which is less than stellar. It's a mountainous battle this, but I should be able to win it. I'd rather they didn't take my fort. It's a funny situation where forts and mountains are annoying because fighting to take them back is tricky. Now, I'll be clear here, I want your fort. Ardalan bringing in some extras. Gonna try rolling for a general. He does not have what I was after. Oh well, just gotta take down their fort and see if I can force out Bukhara here. Baluchistan rather. The Mamluks broke their alliance with us. Well, that's just nasty. They suddenly desire all of our provinces, but at least they're still in this war, for now. And this is where it all goes bad. Very bad. Well, that's part of the fun. Oh, this isn't part of the fun. So now they're outraged. I wonder if they're going to start a coalition against us once this truce is up. Because, yeah, their desire for our provinces, or rather the Ottoman provinces, is as high as it gets. Okay, fortunately our heir died. I can't remember if they were any good, but it gives us a chance to get some of that devotion back. And the clergy will like us a touch more. Oh, they're horrible. Saidi, do us all a favour and die fairly swiftly. He's got one siege, which is a bit nice. Ah, cheers to the Dosh Quillman. Something I can always get behind. So, hopefully, the Mamluks decide not to peace out of all of this. Even though they did break that alliance, I'm sure they'll see the light. Sure, I'll have to reduce that war exhaustion. But this is all just part of the fun, right? Fighting people that are gonna really put the pressure on me. This won't be so fun if they manage to take this fort away from me before I secure the Baluchistani fort. Although securing the Baluchistani capital likely won't be enough to take them out. Well, I'll be damned, it is just enough to take them out. Heck, it might even be enough to break them up with Bukhara, which is ideal. Now, our numbers here are less than ideal, and those are all Bukharans there, so that's also troublesome. But kicking you out removes how many people? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or so? Hell, maybe I'll take a province for myself, maybe not. We'll be taking the money though, because I don't go anywhere without money. Acceptable. And the line for acceptable has been changing. Okay. So what can I do that maybe won't kill myself for a change? Get myself into a mountainous province and hold out. And then hope that my good friend the Mamluks can continue to support me without piecing out like a, well, like the backstabbing traitor he is. At least Kaffa are still on the case, taking down their most hated foes. It really does warm the heart seeing the Mamluks and the Ottomans fighting side by side like this. All these occupations are going to be hurting my income a fair chunk as well, which is no good. Also, my severe lack of units and my lack of money to make more mercs is going to hurt this too. And whilst the Mamluk, or rather while Naj lose their capital, I won't be able to integrate them. So, no shortage of issues in this war. We just need to keep smacking down Bukhara, who are already down to medium. Getting out Adal would be a big help. They're proving to be a larger pain than we had initially envisaged. I want Naj's capital back so I can continue their integration. Seems that everyone else is fine dying for me. Fortunately, there's nobody bordering me that can really declare war on me. Or would declare war on me. Delhi is a possibility, except we don't have a border, so that's fine for me. And the Mamluks have that truce now that they broke alliance. Oh, swell. Glad I took those ideas, those diplomatic ideas. So the Kaffans really hate the Adals and will continue to throw units at them. Sadly, Adal is likely to retake that province, and then they won't be anywhere near wanting out of this war. It's alright, minor details, I'm sure. Jake, I have a groundbreaking suggestion which has never been done before. I believe that there should be a multiplayer mega campaign by the employees at Power. I am so sick of hearing people asking for mega campaigns. No. Okay, so this is all bad news. Adal taking their fort back. Ah, see, sometimes your rebels are there to help you. Yes, keep fighting them. Naj gets their land back. Adal are still far from wanting out of this war, which is troublesome. But it seems like the Mamluks and Iraq are on that. Maybe I should, despite taking quite a long time, send my units down there. It would take until October, but if I could just take down Adal's capital. As I said, long journey that, but getting Adal out of this war would be such a big boon. It would allow the Mamluks to completely concentrate on the Bukharan front. Jake, I went for a shower. What happened with Mam Alliance? Mamluks decided that they hate me, so they kicked me out. They ended our alliance. You know what, you'd move a bit faster if I had you there. And then we have you, which has the siege. Jake, I feel deja vu when that happened. 40-year war deja vu. Now, I like to think we're not going to be having another 40-year war anytime soon, but you never know, do you? Okay, so lots of rebels wish to rise up, which is almost useful for me, because all these people will fight them for me. Maybe. Hopefully. That said, maybe I should be getting rid of some of this. I don't know why War Cabinet turns up twice, but I know that's a fixed bug. Okay, this is rather nice. We'll splat down these two forts easily enough. Particularists, they're one of the worst. They increase autonomy where they go. Now, how long ago were you caught? Oh well. I'll stick to the French, I think. One spy to look over them all. Oh, I used to have a fort here. I must have demolished it. I don't remember doing that at all, but I guess I did. So it looks like the Ottomans are, in fact, everybody has gone not so happy with me. Probably because I got rid of that advisor of mine, amongst other things. It's not that they hate me. Naj is the real problem here, because unless I placate them or some such, that vassalization is going, that integration is going to stop completely. Most troublesome. Can't say this looks good, Jake, but you've clawed yourself out of worse times. Ah, it's okay. Better to take a nice big risk and have a bit of fun with it than just sidle by, chewing up all the small ones and never really having any trouble. Because really, once I got to this size, it was just a case of let's keep the ball rolling. So, figure I'd punch a big, angry enemy in the face. Okay, so it seems our friends in Adal want out of all of this. They're offering white peace, but I should try and nab something from this fort. Okay, it's not going anywhere. I think we will just take that. That frees us up. This isn't looking so good, though. In fact, this is looking the opposite of good. Holy smokes, when did the Mongolians get such an army? Let's see. Bam wants something. Nah, they're good. Also, I gained devotion, which I sorely need. And yeah, if you're cheap, I need that Diplo rep to just keep these guys in order. Goodbye, prestige. And hello, more devotion. And goodbye, more prestige. The nobility really won't like this. Perhaps I should avoid cheesing them off further. Especially since they have very high influence. I could annoy the merchant guilds. Don't mind doing that. And again, a wee touch of devotion, so that's okay. They're all terrible, though. Jake, are you ready for the Mamlukian declaration of war after this? Yeah, I have no friends, so I should probably see to that before the Mamluks decide to take advantage of that. So the occupation of my country continues. It's a hard time for us, but we'll see it through. The lack of money is disturbing as well. Yeah, with a touch of luck, we might be able to take care of all these guys hanging around. Oh, this is going nowhere fast, isn't it? And I have no units to reinforce with, which is also a problem. Deficit of 3,000 men. So okay though, we got this sorted as long as the Mamluks are still high war enthusiasm. That's not very high, it's gone down by about 50 overall. Oh my lord, please stop with the diseases. Okay, that's good. Except Naj still hate my guts. And there's very little I can do to offset that. Can't get a bigger army, can't... There's a lot of things I can't do. But I shouldn't focus on the can'ts right now, I should focus on the can. And I can win this war, and I can get my land back. Jake, maybe you can get the Mam Alliance back whilst you're at war. Working on it. Outraged towards me, well... Man, I gave you all that money, I knew you would just throw it at my face. Not in the way I want you to, mind. Okay, so it is risky having all my units separate out like this, but I need these provinces back, because I need to make some money for a change. Jake, don't worry, all your manpower will come back from rebels. I think we have a different understanding as to how that works. Okay, with a bit of luck, you will finish this and move along. How are we doing on the fleet front? Well, it doesn't actually matter because... Well, there's a thought. I should probably mothball you guys. Okay, that's a problem. I never wanted that manpower to begin with. That I should have seen coming. Like I said, sloppy. Yeah, there we go, all gone. Okay, you guys should not be where you are because those rebels are just going to destroy you. That has really bolstered my subjects' desire to kick my ass. And the Mamluks getting beaten back again. So this is undesirable. Seems that Tlemcen have decided to attack the Mamluks as well. Fortunately, we are undeniably winning this war. Hugely, in fact. Good thing it shows superiority. But it won't be that way for much longer, and I can't actually demand land since I have not occupied a fort. Nor will I really be allowed to occupy a fort at this rate. Although if Chagatai want out of this, then that works to our advantage. Goodbye, Chagatai. Maybe Mongolia would also like out of all of this. Almost. There's still the problem that Bukhara have a large army, and nobody else really fighting them. But another problem is that I have all these rebels that I can't really be dealing with. And they're still going for Naj's capital. Okay, maybe I can make a good run on his capital. Well, I highly doubt he'll just allow me to do that. Not capital, but his fort that is just sitting there. He would never simply allow that now, would he? He has all these units kicking about and the Mamluks are busy getting their asses kicked. But if I just occupy a fort, and I'm not fussy, then I'd be able to demand stuff, which is what I came to do. Huh, didn't see that coming. Kandar have a reasonable sum of units, but they'll probably march into the Ottomans, who could give them a run for their money at the very least. Okay, well I can somewhat hide behind these rebels. What? I wasn't intending on that. Let's not have that happen. Yeah, it's kind of funny in a way. In another more accurate way, this is very tragic. Okay, well on the plus side I have reconquest on most of that. I wonder if any more of these guys are close to doing it. Kohistan will defect. Oh lord, they are on me, aren't they? Oh, no. The Mamluks are out of this, and that was a huge drop to our war score here. Alright, it is sad, but I'm not about to be able to pull through this one. Bukhara, I will be back another day. By the way, I'm going to need to borrow some money off of you to deal with all these rebels that I have. They don't quite want to give me war reps, but I think that would be useful for me. I wonder if he's going to ally up with the Mamluks. Neutral friendly. That could be troublesome. That could be very troublesome. Oh well, I think I'll have to make do with this, because there's no way I'm going to be turning the tables here and now. So thanks for that. Now I have a whole bunch of folks to kill, which will not be easy, but I'll have to try. Start with Bust. Because these are the ones that want to defect first. Alright, who else is going to revolt against me? So that could have gone better. I'll put my hands up and say yes, that could have gone a lot better. The Afghanis wish to rise up next. None of the others will though, they'll all go away. And so I need to take care of the Baluchistanis, which wish to rise up in, or wish to defect over there in Kohistan. And I need to figure out how to deal with these enormous amounts of Persians. Not a lost war, but certainly could have gone better. Oh, well that's kind of cribbins. Jake Gizamilk has religious ideas. Yeah, they are trying to convert my Zoroastrianism, aren't they? We have a truce till 71, so they are going to get... December 71? December 71, yeah, they're going to get that reconverted, which is a real shame for me. This is also a real shame for me. I'm not getting anybody integrated at this rate, because they all hate my guts. That's also troublesome. There's lots of troublesome things here. But